Is Zadina with practice? Is he hurt?
His lower body, day-to-day, unavailable tomorrow. It's probably from his initial injury. So he's unavailable for tomorrow and kind of see where we're at from there.
And where do you stand right now with Lindstrom, Edvinson, his availability for tomorrow?
Yeah, both game time, probably decision. They both had a full practice today, so we'll get more of a feel. No morning skate. They'll both take warm-ups again, and we'll go from there.
So Ernie going to be able to come in for Zadina?
Ernie will be in for Zadina, yes. And then obviously Luff would stay in. So we have our 12 and 7. I don't think we'll need a recall. I'd have no problem playing 11 and 7 on the road tomorrow if everyone is available.
What kind of feedback have you gotten from Ben Simon on Alex, how he's fared there?
Neto?
Yeah.
Yes, good. Like, just giving him chances. Obviously, I think the same thing we'd expect from him here. Consistency. He'll be in net tomorrow. I love the fact he got the last 26, 27 minutes and performed well. Love the way he handles a puck. I think it's a different dimension that he adds to us and helps us out of our zone. So excited about giving him an opportunity and him getting back in the net.
Derek, was there anything in his game that was, what do you think happened? It was just the fact that Husso just basically took control.
Yeah, that's a great question. It's not my expertise. Probably leave that on our goalie coach to pinpoint. But it's nature position. I think sometimes you battle your confidence. Things don't go your way. It piles up on you. And I think getting a rhythm and playing a lot in GR hopefully will benefit him, and he'll give us a chance to win tomorrow.
What's your read on Raymond been lately? It seems like he's created some chances and just kind of hasn't gotten.
Yeah, I'd like to see more finish because he has been around those chances. I still think he's learning how to compete every day. You can see when his compete is at a really high level. He's a great player. All the tools are there, but I just think putting together all the time is his challenge, which is for any player, young player in this league. And again, I forget how young he is at times too, and how much we ask of him. He's been thrown into this league in a top 6 role. He faces the other team's top line and top D pair every single night. That's a lot to ask of him, and I think he's going to be a really good player going forward because of it.
Could you say the same about Bergeron? He seems like he's kind of also been not as productive as he was.
Yeah, and again, I think it's him learning the rigors of the league a little bit. That adrenaline maybe is worn off. Now it's hard. And this is a hard league this time of year too. People are fighting for position. The league ramps up a little bit at the end of the year, so I think this is a good experience for him to fight through.
I'll throw in another younger kid about Veleno. Is he kind of same way a little
bit?
Yeah,
and I think you see inconsistencies in their game. Last night he looked ready to play. I know it's a little thing, but he had 2 back checks early on in the game that got our bench excited. And you could tell he had a little jump to his game last night, and I was excited to give him an opportunity. Larks in the third, and I thought he responded fairly well. And I think we're going to give him a look with Larks and Raymond to start the game tomorrow.
Ned talked today just about making sure you find something to play for even when these games become less meaningful in a playoff push. For you as a coach, how has that adjustment been? Because you haven't really coached a team in the NHL.
It has not been easy, and I could sit here and give you the coach speak and the cliches and all the right thing. This has not been easy at all, but I will not lose the big picture, and that is the same I asked of the guys. Our habits, playing the right way. Last night's perfect example. It was a really frustrating loss. I think we're all realistic where our lineup is at, what it may look like down the stretch here. And we had a very winnable game last night that we let get away from us. So, I'm going to be the same with the guys. We're going to preach habits, preach playing the right way, keep growing our young guys, keep growing our core, and get something out of these last 11 games.
Was the practice up to par today? or were you
Yes,
kinda-
I was very happy with that. And this, again, I'll give these guys some credit. You guys have watched practice. It's probably like our game, sometimes up and down. We're in the midst of three and four, back-to-back 3 and 4, like 4 games in 5.5 days. Brutal stretch. Didn't know what practice could look like today, and our guys went out and worked. And that's a credit to them, and I think it's a credit to our group in that we've taken practice very serious. Sometimes where we are, practice may be valued more in games, and where we're trying to build this, and I give our guys credit. They come to work. That's a credit to our leadership group, and today was productive.
Both past matchups against Philly have been close. What's the game plan heading into tomorrow?
Same thing. It's about us. Play the right way. Don't give them easy offense. I mean, the last game looked very similar to last night, where there was a majority in that Philly game. I really thought we were the better team, and it was there for the taking, and we just had 2 egregious giveaways to give them 2 easy goals. So, obviously we want outcomes, but we want to play the right way, give us a chance for an outcome like we did last night.
You talked about maybe giving Valeno a look with Larkin and Raymond. Have you, based on kind of all the different guys you've had next to those guys all year, have you found like a profile that you think is what really clicks with those two?
It's hard to say. I mean, obviously it's tough to judge. We're not even in the same line. We're not even close, and we literally have our starting goalie, half our D-core, half our top 4, half our forward group is different than what it was even 3 to 4 weeks ago. But I think it's different looks, different things. I like Suter there. Suter's smart. He makes plays. That line's been productive. Underlying numbers from that line has been productive. So I don't know if there's a specific profile, but just a line that can be productive and play like a top line when going correctly.
Is there anything new further on Ville, or is he still?
No, day-to-day. He's still in the
just really
evaluation process. He'll be unavailable for us Saturday, and I don't know if he's going to be back anytime soon, but I think we're going through a medical evaluation on where he's at.
You have decided that
Neto's in that tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep, Neto's in that tomorrow, and I'm excited for that.
I know it's part of the game, but is there a sense of frustration that comes with guys who are constantly in and out of the lineup? It seems like this team has been riddled with injuries.
Of course. I think when you get your lineup, no matter what it looks like, you get a little rhythm. I mean, perfect example is we got completely changed from the deadline and injury, and it took us a while to get some rhythm. Now we had our same 12 guys, our same 6 guys, and you saw we put together 3 or 4 really good games. The Bruins, Chicago, there's a couple of nice wins, and then we went back to injuries, different lineups, guys in and out. It's no matter what your lineup is, if you can get a group, start slotting guys into the roles, you can get a rhythm a little bit, and we hope to get there again.
Hey, Derek, just go back to Raymond for a second. Is that a case too, maybe that year 2 is just a little bit more different than year 1? They got film on you, and I don't know, teams might be better prepared or whatnot, or is it just up to the player to?
Are you talking about specific guys?
Raymond, how Lucas
It
Raymond.
could be. I could be. It's just he's got to keep pushing forward with his game. I mean, you see it. There's times you can see the tools and the compete. I still think he's learning that, and that's natural. That's understandable. And I think a little of that adrenaline of being new in the league, we're trying to play the right way, holding everyone a little more accountable and not cheating, being on the right side of the puck, things like that. And he's in the middle of the process, and it's going good.